So, Ali, this was a strike between an American union and American studios. You're a Canadian in
hmm
Canada. What impact did it
hmm
have on you?
Huge, because a lot of production that happens in Canada are American shows that we're all familiar with: Ginny and Georgia, Reacher, all the Star Trek series, for instance, and all those kind of basically just shut down. So if you were working on them, you stopped working on them, and if you were dreaming of working on them, that dream had to be quieted for a while. So it's really great to have the opportunity to get back to work.
Now, you were fortunate enough to get some work in Canada on
Mm-hmm.
Canadian productions that was outside of this strike. But when you heard the news that the strike was over, what was your reaction?
I picked up my girlfriend who was also in the business, and when I told her the news, we were both kind of ecstatic. And for the first time, I have never said this in my life, but I'm very excited to audition again. Because that's the thing actors dislike the
Yeah.
most. But I give me those auditions. I'm hungry for it. I can't wait.
Marie, your union, ACTRA, was not part of this dispute, but will the strike, a long strike, and the settlement have an impact when ACTRA next negotiates with Canadian companies?
Oh, there's no doubt in our mind that it will. The issues that SAG-AFTRA and its membership had to go out on strike over are issues that are really pertinent to our members. Issues like the impact of AI, issues like inflation and the impact on the wages that performers earn, and then the very drastic change in the business model to streaming has impacted the income of performers. So I suspect all those issues and more will be discussed at our bargaining table next year.
All right, let's talk about artificial intelligence for a moment, Ali. As I understand it, this was a win for the actors, one of the reasons why they stayed out as long as they have. But looking forward, you're concerned about the future use of AI and the impact it may have on actors.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, this is something that they did because artists have this propensity to always think not what now, but what's next, always looking into the future. And that's why this was so important to lock down for them. And it was a sticking point. But even though a studio right now, in the agreement, they can't take a scan of my face or an actor's face and then use it in perpetuity, there's no stopping them in the future from watching every single performance that I or any other actor has made and basically putting that into some kind of model and then recreating an artificially intelligent kind of performance. I mean, we don't stop that. And I found it really interesting that on the same day that the strike was ended, Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI and the founder of it, came out and showed everybody that anybody, any one of us, can create a chatbot that can allow me, for instance, to have a conversation about the news with you, Ian. I could create that. So when you kind of like put the steps forward and you kind of think, where we're headed, we're really headed into a world where technology is going to come crashing in on us, and it's really imperative for us as a society to figure this out now.
Marie, how confident are you that ACTRA or your U.S. counterparts in the future will be able to protect actors from AI?
That's our job, is to protect actors. And we do that in two ways. One is at the bargaining table, where you embed protections in your collective agreement. But the other way is talking to government. We're doing that as well. We're talking to the government about the protections that we need for performers as AI continues to develop, as the model in which our product is consumed by the consumers develops. It's always a game of catch up when it comes to protecting people under a collective agreement. We stay on top of it as best we can. We talk with our government, we talk with experts in the area in the hopes that we can continue to move forward and protect performers.
Marie, I certainly discovered here in Vancouver how many people are employed by the film business, as I heard about all the people that weren't working while the strike was going on. What have you heard in terms of getting back to work? Like, are calls going out right now? What's happening?
Yeah, we do know that performers, it depends on the state that the production was in. Productions that shut down, that were already up and running and filming, those ones will start sooner. It'll be a gradual increase. We expect that there will be a bubble of work coming forth quickly, and that our members will be back to work very, very quickly in this. We certainly hope so. We know in the US, they're at work, they're back. Their union has said the strike is over for now, even though they haven't ratified the deal yet. So that's good news. It allows everybody to start thinking about how do we get production going again.
Ali, you mentioned that actors may not love to audition, but after this long break, at least for American productions, you're looking forward to the opportunity to do some auditioning? Is your phone ringing off the hook?
Not as much as I would like it to. But definitely, I mean, breakdowns are going out and auditions are happening. And it's something that one of the reasons why I think they were able to hold out this long is that, actors are used to either a feast or a famine, so when it's a famine, when it's a feast, it's great. And when it's a famine, it's familiar. So we were able to hold out and to make sure that, we got the best deal going forward. And my hope is that, and I'm certain of, when ACTRA goes down to that bargaining table, it'll be the same.
Ali, we have about 30 seconds. Being an actor can be a dream job. It can be a nightmare challenge. What's it like in 2023 in Canada being an actor?
It is an amazing job no matter what. And I always say this, it is a job. And that's why, Maria, is so important to be here, because people think that what we do, a violin and a shovel, are the same thing to me. We do work, we're workers. And so, when we're working, I'm happy. And when we're not working, I'm thinking about myself and my friends who aren't working. And I just want everyone to be working and having the dignity that they deserve.
I'm equally inept at using both a shovel and a violin. So yes, I guess they're kind of the same thing. Ali Momen, Marie Kelly, thank you very much.
Thank you.
My pleasure.